Good morning, YouTube. What is up, baby? Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for Coffee and Crypto on a beautiful sunny day down here in San Diego. You know, sunny. It is sandy too, but sunny San Diego. It's Thursday, my dudes, which means tomorrow is Friday, which means your boy may or may not be turning up, and I'm actually starting to feel better. This cold, or C19, is diminishing. Do me a favor, smash that like button before we get started because we have some fantastic news today. And of course, if you're new to my channel, we start the news at the 5-minute mark. Timestamps will be in the description down below. Guys, what is up? Hope you're doing well. And we have a lot of FUD going down, but a lot has happened yesterday, so we have to talk about it. But there is a glimmer of hope. Maybe it could be bad, but it could be good. And that is XRP possibly winning their case against the SEC, which was rumored by some sort of Fox News journalist. We'll talk about it right now. But first, I got to give a shout out to my sponsors. Of course, MMAI, guys. Today at 9 a.m., we're giving away keys to the city, one of their NFTs over on Jake Gage's channel for the Crypto Hour with your boys. Shout out to Volt Inu, absolutely smashing through all kinds of crazy positive price action, pumping when the market looks bad, and doing a lot of things. Shout out to Volt Inu, bridging over to Polygon. Pomeranian had a fantastic AMA with their dev the other day, introducing the Musa chain, which is a blockchain that is going to bring back true decentralization. And of course, Cookies Protocol having a huge meme contest. Make sure you check out all my sponsors in the description down below. Hashtag ad, hashtag they are paying me to talk about them. So keep that in mind, guys. Hashtag ad. Don't sue me, bro. Right? And you guys are smart investors here. You guys know what to buy and what not to buy. I appreciate all you guys. What's up, baby? How y'all doing? We got to say what's up to the chat. Good morning, Javi. Got my Javi coffee today. Javi, I love you, man. Crypto DJ and XRP Army in the house. Renaissance Kinetics, how you doing, baby? Spencer, what's up, baby? Meet Kevin. Mizzy Matt, how you doing? Bernie, what's up, baby? Sackle Hunt, somebody speak to my manager, please. Somebody speak to my manager. Don, what's up, baby? How you doing, Don? Jay Hawk, what's up, Jay Hawk? How you doing, bro? We got Maddie B in the house. What's up? We have Bud. What's up, Bud Yeti? How you doing? Not that kind of Bud, you nasties. Andrew for all. What's up, baby? Matthew, what's up, baby? Beaver Lumber, no ordinary lumber. What's up, my Ultra Journey? What's up, Jason? How you doing, baby? Taz, Kingdom Fam in the house today. We got Crypto Art in the house. What's up, Crypto Art? Gabe, what's up, Gabe? How you doing? Crypto Schmitty, what's up, Crypto Schmitty? Edgar, I like to see your process making the gains. As you know, your boy is getting in shape too, baby. Thick boy season is over. It's time to get absolutely shredded, guys. Who's with me? Let's get in some shape, guys. Health is wealth. Greg, how you doing? What's up? Yes, I am a paid chiller in some parts. Some parts. Ben, how you doing, baby? Frank, what's up? Choco. Daniel, what's up, baby? Guys, it's good to see you all in here. Nikki says XRP winning the case seems logical, but it's against the government department. Exactly, Nikki. Exactly, yeah. Well, there's a glimmer of hope, Nikki, because keep in mind, another project called Library did win against the SEC recently. We'll talk about that right now. Silly Willie says, hey, Roddy, how does he not have 93K subs on YouTube? I don't know, but a lot of people do. They do bot their, I'm not saying he does, but a lot of people do bot their views and their subscribers. It does work when you're doing promotions, but it doesn't make sense. But actually, Chinook does really well, though, on like TikTok and Instagram. So there's a thing. And I might be having an interview with him very soon. So he does do well. I'm not sure, but he does do well, right? Let's see. Slim Cheeses. What's up, baby? How you doing? Choco? Yeah, they are the government. Yeah, it's hard to beat the government. Bots and thoughts. Yay! We're close to 5 minutes, baby. Who's ready? Who's ready to send it? I'm fucking fired up this morning. I'm always fired up. Let me tell you guys, the first sip of coffee in the morning. All right. First of all, you guys need to follow me on Twitter. Links to my Twitter is in the description down below. And if you want more of my personal side, follow my Instagram. I'm always doing something on there. Come follow my personal life. Come hang out with me on the weekends and on Sunday when I'm terribly hungover and recovering from staying up till 6 a.m. the night before. Come hang out with me. It's a fantastic time. What's up, DJ? How you doing? What's up, Tet Sonosuke? Good morning. Asol Crypto. Good morning. How you doing? I missed the teeth. What's up, Brad? How you doing? Not fired up, Ronnie. It's too early. All right, let's get into the first story. But first, let's go and check out the market, guys. So the market started to pull back a little bit yesterday when we heard some pretty big news from the Coinbase CEO, the oldest cryptocurrency exchange in Brian Armstrong, right? And Coinbase. Now, we're not going to get into that news just yet, but it did pull the market back a little bit, but it did recover. So that's a good sign. Now, if we look at the overall cryptocurrency market, we are kind of above $1 trillion, which seems to be kind of like the standard right now and a safe place for us to be, of course, during this bear market. So that is fine. So we like to see those two things. Now, there is a rumor today that the SEC will make a major announcement in the XRP case. Now, keep in mind, the XRP army, XRP has been locked in an epic battle, right, with the SEC for a while now, and it hasn't been good. But all the while, XRP has been maintaining a pretty high market cap. Now, XRP, a lot of people, they're called ISOs 220022, right? Something like that. Now, these cryptocurrencies challenge the traditional banking system. You know, when I look in DeFi, some people like them, some people don't. I'm not a huge fan of them. I mean, I like them. I have some, but I'm not a huge fan. I'm not one of those people who is really into them. A lot of you guys are. The H bars, the the quants, the XRPs. A lot of you guys are into them. I'm not. Do me a favor, smash the like if you're into those, and let me know in the comments if you're into those. But I've noticed that a lot of other crypto influencers are not. They're not into them. You know, like Cryptos R Us isn't, and Invest Answers isn't. But it's a very like super hardcore gang that are into these types of cryptocurrencies, right? Now, they, like I said, they challenge the SWIFT system, right? The traditional banking system, right? They make pretty much these big transfers for money, like, you know, across nations much easier. But they've been in an epic battle with the SEC, just like a lot of cryptocurrency projects have. Now, a lot of cryptocurrency projects, and we'll see right now when we get into the show, have been in trouble with the SEC. But the fact that XRP is such a big name, them beating the SEC would be huge for the entire space. Now, there's two regulatory bodies that really want to control cryptocurrency right now. One is the CFTC, which seem a little nicer than the SEC, and of course, one is the SEC. Is XRP guilty of issuing unregistered securities? We'll have to see. It's going to be interesting. Now, keep in mind that recently, the SEC lost against Library, and this is what the court found. This is recently too, right? The SEC sued him, in November, and we got a judgment the other day. It said the court findings. The court granted the SEC's motion for summary judgment, concluding that no reasonable, I think it's trier or fact, could reject the SEC's contention that Library offered LBC as a security. So when I was reading this the other day, I'm not sure if this is the exact ruling, but it looked like. So this is on December 6th. Okay, I got the wrong article here, but we learned recently that Library actually beat the SEC. But in the process, they really kind of bankrupted Library, which means that, you know, dealing with all these court things and showing up in court and those sorts of things, like they ran out of money. Let me see, Library, SEC, Twitter. They actually posted about it. So Library updated, I think on February 7th, saying, yesterday the judge granted the SEC's request to extend the investigation in Library for several more months. This means we'll get to celebrate our 5-year anniversary of being investigated by the SEC. So maybe they did get a win, but I guess there was an update to this story. Okay, so the news I got this morning may have been a little wrong, but we thought that Library actually won against the SEC. So let's go back and see what's going on. And they actually tweeted today saying, cryptocurrency is really dying in the US. The government is actually winning. If we die, but people wake up in time to change, it is still a win. Interesting. So the news I got is that they actually had a little victory against them. Let's go back and see, because I'm interested to see what's going on with these guys. Let's see. So SEC, let's see this. So SEC settles on scrutiny claims in Library case. Community calls it a big win for crypto. The SEC was hoping to seek affirmation on ambiguous injunction after scoring a victory during a hearing in November 2022, but judges made it clear that the judgment was only for a direct sale. Okay, so it was a part of that case. So that makes sense. The United States Security and Exchange Commission admitted on record that the sale of library credits, LBC tokens, in the secondary market doesn't constitute a security. Okay, so that's actually a pretty big deal. So that's the issue right here. So it says the United States Security and Exchange Commission, SEC, admitted on record that the sale of library credits, LBC tokens, in the secondary market doesn't constitute a security. It says, in what many call a victory for the entire crypto industry against the SEC's overreach regulation by enforcement, Attorney John Deaton settled a major debate during the appeal hearing. The SEC was awarded summary judgment in its favor during the November 7th, 2022 hearing. So the judgment categorized each sale of LBC token during a 6-year period as an investment contract without going into detail about the transaction specifics. Now, let me know in the comments down below, do you guys think that the SEC has a point? Because here's the way I look at some of these judgments and some of what they're going after with some of these cryptocurrency projects. They feel like shares in a company sometimes. What do you think? I think the issue is that there's no clear rules for cryptocurrency exchanges just yet. There's no clear rules, and there's a lot of gray area, which breeds a lot of problems, because when there's no clear rules for cryptocurrency, and then a governing body like the SEC likes to go back in time and literally get people in trouble saying you did something illegal back then when there wasn't even a law, it just doesn't make any sense, and it seems like a large overreach, right? So it looks like they won part of this, but didn't win it all. And it looks like recently, which I did not know, that they are going to be, duking it out with the SEC in court over the next year. So it's crazy because sometimes when people get sued, it's not about who's right. It's about who has the most money, which is kind of sad in this case. Luckily, unlucky for Library, they're a smaller cryptocurrency project and they're probably not going to survive. But luckily for, Ripple Labs, XRP, they're going to be fine because they have a lot of money to duke it out with the SEC. So we'll see if the SEC, there's a judgment made on that case. I believe says that Ripple is guilty of what they are accused of. The decision is whether they should apply to XRP. Interesting. What do you guys think? So we'll see what happens with this. If we get an announcement today and for some reason the Ripple Labs beats the SEC, it's going to absolutely send Ripple for a little bit. Then it's going to pull back, and it's going to be huge precedence for the rest of the cryptocurrency market and the rest of the cryptocurrency products that are duking it out with the SEC. Now, moving on to the next topic, which is going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. Now, this is a rumor, but I can't believe that it's a rumor that this guy didn't really cross the T's and dot the I's. I think that Brian Armstrong wouldn't say, hey, there is a rumor, but it's probably true. So Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, right? The bald bandit, baby. I got to be honest. No man looks as good as this man bald. He's really rocking it. A lot of people cover it up with the beanie and the hat. This man says, hell no, I'm rocking it, baby. He says, and this really dumped the cryptocurrency market by a few percentage points, about 3%. I mean, Bitcoin just dumped yesterday. It says, we're hearing rumors that the SEC would like to get rid of crypto staking in the US for retail customers. That's not good. That's bad. He says, I hope that's not the case, as I believe it would be a terrible path for the US if that was allowed to happen. He says, too, staking is a really important innovation in crypto. It allows users to participate directly in running open crypto networks. Staking brings many positive improvements to the space, including scalability, increased security, and reduced carbon footprints. Remember, one of the reasons why Ethereum moved from proof of work to proof of stake was why? Because it would reduce carbon footprints, right? The thing that, when you deal with miners, right, it's a huge energy. It consumes a lot of energy, right? So that was a huge thing, in my opinion, for all cryptocurrency companies or entities running out of the United States to switch to from proof of work to proof of stake, because in the US, especially, and in Western cultures, we're pretty big on the environment. And so anything we can do to not make that an argument, because the last thing we need is somebody saying, oh, it's bad for the environment, So if we can make that better for us, I mean, that's only going to benefit the cryptocurrency projects, right? Smash that like button, baby. He says, staking is not a security. Here's a good primer. And of course, there's an article by Paradigm. He says, we need to make sure that new technologies are encouraged to grow in the US and not stifled by lack of clear rules. And this is the issue, right? Stifled by lack of clear rules, like what we're talking about. It's like what we don't have. There's a lot of gray area in crypto. And maybe what we're doing right now when it comes to regulation is that we're making the areas not so gray. But it seems like the XRP is just going after people randomly, right? The SEC. It says, when it comes to financial services and Web3, it's a matter of national security that these capabilities be built out in the US. So what Brian is saying is like, dude, we're scaring all of the people that want to build and grow here in the United States. I mean, there's a reason why Binance.com runs offshore. There's a reason why, FTX.com ran offshore. Of course, they had US divisions, but there's a reason why a lot of people operate offshore and leave the United States because it's not so friendly to crypto. Now, some of those people are absolute scammers, but some of those people are people who believe in DeFi, want to grow, and they just can't do that in the United States, right? Like Crypto.com, a Singapore-based company, and is sponsored by a ton of American sports, right? Like UFC, for example, right? And they do soccer and those sorts of things, but they're huge partners with the UFC, which is an American company, obviously. It's like they got to operate out of Singapore because, the rules and regulations are pretty harsh, right? But the UFC advertises a lot to American customers, right? It says, when it comes to financial services and Web3, it says it's a matter of national security that these capabilities be built out in the US. I think what he means by national security is that, it's probably important that we understand this technology before like our enemies do, right? He says regulation by enforcement doesn't work. It encourages companies to operate offshore, which is what happened with FTX, which is hilarious, right? Because, FTX was able to get away, I'm sure, with a lot of these shady business practices because there were no checks and balances that a company like maybe Coinbase has, or maybe like any other American exchange that runs out of the United States, right? There's no checks and balances. So you can do shady things like that. He continues, hopefully we can work together to publish clear rules for the industry and come up with sensible solutions that protect consumers while preserving innovation and national security interests in the United States. Now, that's interesting, right? And I think that makes a lot of sense. And if Brian Armstrong is saying it, I can't imagine that it's just a rumor. This has to be true. We're probably going to get some sort of announcement today, tomorrow. And let me tell you, if it's negative, it's going to bring down the cryptocurrency market. And this may be the next Black Swan event that a lot of us thought it was going to be. Now, I thought, foolishly, that maybe it would be Tether. Like maybe Tether would collapse because Tether's, been under scrutiny for years and years. But I watched a video the other day, and it made a lot of good sense, saying that pretty much Tether has such a low overhead that they profit so much money. Now, a few years ago, CoffeeZilla made a video about Tether and pretty much saying that they got in trouble because they didn't really have their reserves. Their reserves weren't fully backing their stablecoin, which means that if they said they had $60,000 worth of stablecoins, they didn't really have, $60 billion worth of assets to back their stablecoin or defend it just in case there's a run on the bank. They didn't really have it. Now, Tether has been, top 5 cryptocurrency for a while. I mean, it's a stable coin. It's always pegged to the dollar, but it's been there for a while. And a lot of people thought it would collapse, just like myself. But I mean, check this out. They profited, $700 million in Q4 2022. That's a big deal in a bear market, which shows that they're looking pretty strong. Now, obviously, the rumors has always been that, they don't have proper auditing and those sorts of things, right? And that's why they can fib their numbers. But that's not bad. So maybe the next Black Swan event could be the SEC doing something like banning staking. So if you look at this article that talks about what is crypto staking, there's many different types of staking, right? So cryptocurrency products that offer staking allow you to earn as much as 20% per year on your holdings. While 20% is quite a high return, an average return is around 5%. Now, why is 20% so heinous? Remember Anchor Protocol? Well, we all know what happened to Anchor Protocol, right? It turns out a lot of these APRs and APYs are unsustainable in a bear market, because you can't be doing these risky trades. Because look, you have to be doing stuff to get those types of returns. Like, what do you have to do, right? And Anchor Protocol was one of the most popular because look at during the peak of the bull run last year, right? Shout out to the Volt fam in the house. There were DAOs, which I was heavily in, that were making insane money when things were going well. But when things fell off, I mean, they were offering 8,000% APY. They were offering like 60,000% APY. One was like $1 billion, something crazy, which was fun and works when there's money in the market and there's not a lot of people staking. But as more and more people stake, shut up, Raymond. As more people, as the market kind of falls, well, then obviously, like, you have to deal with hyperinflation and those sort of things. Here's the thing, guys. If you stake a cryptocurrency that's worth $100, right? Say the cryptocurrency is worth $100 and you're getting 10,000% APY on that, right? It compounds over time, right? But the price dumps from 100 to 80 to 50 to 20 to 0 to 50 cents. It doesn't matter what kind of APY you're getting unless you're talking about hundreds of years of compounding interest. It doesn't matter, right? So that's the issue with some of these protocols is that, yeah, they offer these insane APYs, but if the price is dumping, then it doesn't matter. So that's one type of crypto staking. So there's other type of crypto staking. What about providing liquidity, like liquidity pools, right? That's staking, right? What about validators, and on those sorts of things. So there's all different kinds of staking. So it's pretty broad. Now, I remember last year there was some sort of tax rule on staking because when you stake, you get APR, it's like income, right? And so before in cryptocurrency, if you weren't like converting your crypto into fiat or a stable coin, which I don't know what the rules are still, it's not a taxable event. But if you're getting income, right, from your staking, that would count as a taxable event. So there's all kinds of rules that just like what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, we don't know, right? It's a lot of gray areas, right? But these are some of the top coins that offer staking. Solana, RIP, Cardano, Ethereum 2.0, Avalanche, Polkadot, Terra, well, they're dead now. BNB, Crypto.com, Cosmos, Tezos, EOS. So many cryptocurrency projects offer staking. And a lot of these cryptocurrency projects are available on Coinbase. So would they have to like get rid of that part of it? Coinbase offers staking too. You can be validated for Ethereum. I believe you could stake your ETH on Coinbase. So, it's not all bad. But when you think of what the SEC is looking at, they're looking at this. Remember when Celsius was having a liquidity crunch? Well, the reason why people couldn't withdraw their money from Celsius is because Celsius was staking it. They're staking their ETH. So they was locked up for a certain amount of time. Now, there's many protocols that let you stake your cryptocurrency. A lot of those protocols, in order to unstake it, you have to pay a hefty fine, right? A hefty fine, which a lot of people don't know. Like if you unstake your crypto, like they think that you could just unstake it to unstake it. You have to pay a fine. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, for example, for Hex, Hex. Like a lot of people love Hex, right? Hex is a huge. And they have a cult following. Like it's crazy. I like Hex. I've staked to Hex. I've locked my Hex away for 2 years. But if I want to stake my Hex, you get charged up the ass. You get penalized up the ass. So, there are some protocols that seem a little scammy. Now, here's the thing. If we look at Hex as a project by itself, all it does is offer 38% returns. And one of the reasons they're able to do this is because a lot of people that unstake, the penalties go to the people that keep their cryptocurrency staked, right? But as of right now, Hex is just a staking protocol. That's it. Now they're making a blockchain, they're making a decentralized exchange, but right now it's just a staking protocol. And this is pretty funny. A few weeks ago, Richard Hart bought the world's largest cut diamond called the Enigma. Why is this even on a website? Who cares? So it's not making Hex look good. But I'm excited to see when things come out, right? Speaking of SEC, if you were donating, sacrificing to Pulse Chain or PulseX, you called it sacrifice so that you wouldn't expect anything in return, but you're kind of getting something in return, right? That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll talk about Tectonic a little later. But yeah, so there's many different types of staking in cryptocurrency. And to get rid of it altogether, it's kind of crazy to me. It's not all bad, right? It's not all bad. Exactly, DJ. Exactly. That's the question, right? What's up, Roger? Good morning. So we'll see what happens with that, but this is kind of grim. We'll see what happens. What we know, guys, is that the United States literally they can come out and talk about something like some sort of blanket statement that could really dump the entire cryptocurrency market. They do have power, like the destruction of Tornado Cash, right? One day it was legal. The next day you could be sentenced up to 30 years in prison if you use Tornado Cash. And what did they do it in, right? What did they do it in? What did they use, right? What excuse did they use for getting rid of Tornado Cash? Well, North Korea, right? U.S. Treasury adds to Tornado Cash sanctions with North Korea. WMD. Okay, so this is right around where they banned Tornado Cash, right? Because we know that North Korea were responsible for some of the hacks, right? And they profited like multi-billions of dollars last year. And we know that a lot of North Korean's government is propped up by bad money. And a lot of that was hacks, right? They hacked like Axie Infinity and many other hacks, right? Like they're called Lazarus Group or something like that. But do you think they banned Tornado Cash just because it was North Korea? No. They banned Tornado Cash because they don't want anybody hiding crypto transactions. In my opinion, they arrested the lead developer because maybe he had ties to Russia or something like that. Like a lot of crazy shit happened, right? So we know that the U.S. government has a lot of power when it comes to cryptocurrency in general and banning things. It's going to be very, very interesting. You know what I mean? Very, very interesting. Crazy. I mean, you guys can say what you want. I mean, I'm worshiping Hex. You know what I mean? Just because you hate Elon Musk, just because you think he's like a Republican or something like that, which is like a mindless, brainless argument. You know what I mean? But that's the argument a lot of people have is they think that he's some sort of Republican or something like that when he's not. He's just like a libertarian and he stands for values that make sense, because it does make sense. That's why Twitter is actually winning right now, and they will win over the long run. I don't think Richard Hart is some deity. In fact, I make fun of the people that think he's a deity. I think it's ridiculous. But I do know there's money to be made in that project, and there's going to be money to be made in Hex, right? We'll see what happens. But speaking of Hex, we do see there was rumors and nothing proven that apparently the SEC was subpoenaing some of their influencers. So that's going to be interesting, right? Because, of course, Richard Hart doesn't live in the United States, and keep in mind, he has a pretty interesting past. He was known as the Spam King. He was known as a Spam King, which, back in the day on your computer, if you get all that spam and those sorts of things, he was one of the people that did that. Very, very interesting, right? So we'll see what happens. And he has some interesting interviews because every time they ask him, like, hey, who controls the keys to Hex? How are they making money? He kind of just sidesteps those questions. You know what I mean? And Bitcoin maxis hate him, but it's one of those, it's what do you call that? It's outrage marketing, right? Like it's either you hate him or you love him. Right. And which, in our society, if you're polarizing, people watch you. They want to see you win or lose, but they're still watching. So it's going to be interesting to see how the SEC handles the staking thing. If Brian Armstrong is saying it, I'm actually sure like it's not some rumor. It's going to happen. So we'll see what happens today. I'm sure we'll get some sort of answers today, and we'll definitely cover it tomorrow morning on Coffee and Crypto. So we'll see what happens. But big deal, right? Big deal. So we'll see if you have any news from Watcher Guru that talks about it. Some more hopium, though. U.S. banking giant BNY Mellon says cryptocurrency is here to stay. Now, I do think cryptocurrency is going to be fine in the long run, but I'm looking for one more thing to kind of dump the markets, right? Very, very interesting. So the reason why, and yesterday, Twitter was down for a little bit. I think the reason why Twitter was down yesterday was because they were doing an update. Some people said it was a hack and those sorts of things. We'll see what happens, but I guess now you can do 4,000 character long form tweets. Wait, what? True? I don't know. I don't think so, though, because when I posted my tweet this morning, I don't think it was any different. So very, very interesting. Super Bowl weekend. Well, there's no more crypto ads. You see the Super Bowl, dude, that'd be crazy. So that'd be this weekend. That'd be crazy, right? What a change from last year to this year, right? Last year, like we had all these crazy Super Bowl crypto commercials with crypto.com, FTX, eToro that had Shiba Inu on it. Like that's actually crazy, right? And to see them, switch like that over a year is interesting, but you can't blame them. I mean, it's probably not a good idea. I'm sure no one besides Crypto Bros is going to have a positive reaction to a cryptocurrency commercial in the middle of football. Nobody is. Like the Sam Bankman-Fried situation, transcended just regular cryptocurrency, right? The Sam Bankman-Fried situation transcended everything, right? It was pretty much like bigger and larger than life. Like everyone knew about that situation. Even if they weren't in crypto, everyone knew about that collapsing. So another cryptocurrency commercial right now, tough times, tough times. Different last year when everything was pumping, right? Different last year, but can't do it this year. Tough times. That's a tough sell. It's gonna crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Hitoshi, that's gonna be a good fight this weekend. I don't know if you guys are any UFC fans here, but there's a big UFC fight this weekend. We'll see what happens, but huge UFC fight this weekend. Maddie B says if Richard Hart comes to the USA, he will be arrested at the airport. Do you guys think so? Do you guys think so? Let's see. Saitama is up 12%. Yeah, maybe pumping and dumping. It's just pumping this week. It'll probably dump next week as it does. I can't imagine them not hitting at least another like $1 billion market cap during the run again. They have a good community. It'll pump again. $7 billion? I don't think so, but they'll definitely pump again. All right. So the last story when it comes to cryptocurrency and SEC FUD is crypto exchange Kraken facing SEC probe. So they're going after Kraken now. That's very, very interesting. Right. Settlement could come soon, Bloomberg. The U.S. regulator is in the late stages of an investigation into the company's possible sale of unregistered securities, according to the report. Now, who uses Kraken in here? Did anybody use Kraken? I don't use them. So, short article, it says Kraken is under investigation by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, as to whether rules were broken in certain offerings to U.S. investors. Bloomberg reported Wednesday. The probe is at an advanced stage, and the settlement could be announced in the coming days, the report added. So this is one of the rumors today that maybe, give me a second, strong SEC, that maybe this could be the settlement that they're talking about. Maybe it's not XRP, maybe it's Kraken. We'll have to see, but it's going to be very interesting to see like what happens and what the SEC talks about today. Are they going to talk about Kraken? Are they going to talk about XRP? We'll see, but it seems like the SEC is very, very busy, right? And, if you think about all the lawsuits that are coming, with Sam Bankman-Fried and then the influencers that got arrested for having that pump and dump group, it's going to be very interesting. Let's see, staking. I want to see if there's any like videos on staking in crypto real quick from like the actual news media. Because the actual news media has a different like side of things when it comes to crypto. That doesn't look like it, not yet. No, not yet. So the mainstream news media hasn't said anything about the SEC and those sorts of things. So another commercial with Larry David. Well, in Larry David's defense, he did say, I don't know about that. So Larry David's not to blame. And that's pretty much it for the news, guys. There's really not much going on besides that. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot going on. And what really happens with this is going to really determine on what the hell is going to go down, right? Damn, Nikki with the heat. That's going to be an interesting court case. Now, I don't think that it's gonna be televised. I think that's only for like civil suits, right? I don't think like that's gonna. I don't know. But it's gonna be interesting to see like the transcripts that come out of those court hearings because I want to see like how they go at each other because obviously we know that Sam Bankman-Fried is pretty much going to be talking against and going back and forth against Caroline Allison, Gary Wong, and that Fried guy, right? Or whatever his last name is. Not Fried, but forgot his last name. But it's gonna be interesting. Kaitoshi says, do you think that it's odd that they will still have commercials for gambling but not cryptocurrency? Yeah, the gambling thing's interesting, right? Because I know some platforms like Twitch ban gambling altogether. Like you can't be doing gambling promotions, and a lot of influencers are getting paid a ton of money to do it. Like even Drake was getting paid millions of dollars to use a gambling game and stuff. And it is what it is. Gambling's always been a part of our society. But I think that I get your point, but it's like cryptocurrency is not supposed to be gambling, even though it is. A lot of it, it's not supposed to be, and that's the issue, right? That's the issue. It's you guys are crazy as hell. Let's see if there's any more news with Watcher Guru. Let's see. Nope, just the same news. I thought that this Tether thing was interesting. So shout out to Tether for profiting. I mean, if Tether collapses, it'd be bad, right? All right, Maddie B, have a good one. Have a good one. Everybody was pissed off about Twitter being down yesterday, but it's like some people said it was like a hack from China or something like that. Like we shot down their spy balloon, so they're hacking Twitter. I mean, I don't think so, right, which is crazy. This is any more crypto news. Let's see. It says AI to feature prominently in the new crypto's user experience. That's gonna be interesting. What if they make an AI that's good at trading, right? I mean, there are AIs that are good at trading, right? But it's interesting. The AI wars are going to be very, very interesting. Apparently, Bing, right, which is what Microsoft's Google, is already using AI. And of course, we're seeing a bunch of AI tokens, which a lot of them are just just bad, right? They're just freaking, they're freaking just profiting off AI, which crypto does. Like literally, if there's a huge event that's big at all, like someone will make a crypto token talking about it, like Will Smith slap Inu. Or will slap Inu. Remember when he slapped Chris Rock? Like literally. Even when the Queen died, people made a Queen is dead Inu or some shit like that. Like people are straight degenerates. And people buy those. So it's like supply and demand. Like you're not going to get a supply if there isn't demand. Sports betting is just not legalized in Ohio. So every other commercial on YouTube and TV plays something that should go sports betting. Oh, it just got legalized? Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I think one of the big ones. I see it. So I watch a lot of UFC content, and a lot of like the UFC influencers promote like sports betting. So they always shill sports betting, and because there's like a UFC event every fucking week, it seems. At least every other week, there's a lot of UFC events, which I love. It's all year round, right? And yeah, there's a lot. I forgot what they're called. Like, what are the biggest sports betting websites? But yeah, I mean, come on now, these are harmful. Let's see, what are the most popular ones? We have. I've never heard of any of these. My Bookie's one I listen to. I don't know. I don't know of any of these. I don't know of any of these, but I'm not a sports bettor. Now I know that, Spencer Cornelia, who's one of those YouTubers that expose like crypto scams and just scams in general. He does some pretty good documentaries on like people who actually do sports betting, and it's amazing because I don't use AAV Tetsunosuke. It's interesting to see like because to beat the books, right? It's so hard in sports betting. What's up, fan? How you doing? It's so hard. It's so hard. It's so tough. And most people don't win, but some people do win. Like I had a friend who recently I was watching a fight with him, and he did like a parlay where he picked all the events in the UFC main event to win, and he won a ton of money off of small investment. But how many times do you win versus lose? There's a reason why these companies are so profitable. Is because most people lose, and there's a lot of influencers online who pretend to be sports guru betting experts, and they're not really that good. And Spencer Cornelia has very, very good content, kind of covering what's going on with that. ASMR fan says, we have sports betting tier 2 now, only on tribal areas. Is that because of the casino thing, ASMR fan? I can't imagine like casinos can be legal and then sports betting can't be legal. That makes no sense. But I heard Washington's, like you can't even get Binance US over there, right, fan? And guys, keep in mind, we are going live for the crypto hour over on Jake's channel, where we're going to be talking about MMAI. So make sure you come hang out. It's going to be fucking absolutely candlelit. Can people bet on that slap fighting stuff? Dude, I think that slap fighting stuff is so fucking corny. I hate that the UFC is behind it so much. I think it's so dumb. But it is what it is. I think it's so dumb. Like, I think it's incredibly dumb, but it is what it is. Thank you much. I funked her first. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks a lot for the subscription. We go live every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and at 12 p.m. on Saturdays. Oh boy, we got 20 minutes, man. We ran out of news pretty quick here. Let's just hang out. Let's go off the rails a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that slap fighting. I think it's stupid, but it is what it is. I'm a huge UFC fan. Like, I'm so much of a fan, dude. On Saturdays, like, if there's a pay-per-view and I have nothing, I will order the pay-per-view and just sit on my couch by myself and watch it. Under a blanket, eating chicken wings, just watching the fights. I have to buy the pay-per-view. I could illegally stream it. One, there's two problems with that. One, you don't support the company, and I want to support the company and the fighters because they get pay-per-view points. Two, those streams are shady and they might give your computer aids. Slap fighting will not grow on me. It's so stupid. It's not fighting. Just slapping each other. Imagine I'm like the biggest slap fight fan ever. Yeah, exactly, Hitoshi. The odds are stacked against you. Like, if you win too much at a casino, they ban you, right? They ban you. That's the crazy. They will ban you if you win too much at a casino. You know what I mean? Spencer Cornelia has a really good video. Let's watch one of those videos, but it can't be too long.
It's
let's watch this video real quick. I think it's very good on sports betting. Since we're on the topic, let's watch this Spencer Cornelia video. It's really good.
I think I'm going to be the first sports bettor in casino history trying to speedrun his way to getting banned. Dave, you think I'm actually going to get banned at betting on sports today?
Yeah.
I never thought I'd become a respected winning gambler, but here we are. What's up, everyone? Spencer Cover here.
So keep in mind, Spencer Cornelia, he pretty much exposes sports betting. So he's trolling people. So what he did is he went to a part in the world. I don't know where this is at, but there's this guy who's actually wins at sports betting. But he's not winning all the time, but he wins most of the time. But it's a lot of work. So he's gonna try to get banned because if you're too good at sports betting, even like on your phone in an app, they will ban you. So you have to keep getting new phones and different IP addresses and those sorts of things, right? Can I talk about Tectonic and Shiba? We'll talk about. I'll make a Tectonic video today. I know I haven't been making Tectonic content, but the team hasn't been putting out news. It's like you guys got to put out news, right? The Tectonic team is not putting out any news. Let's see if they posted on their. Real quick, let me do a little sidetrack here. A sidebar. Did they post on their Twitter? They haven't posted anything. They posted. They didn't pick me for one of their ambassadors. They picked some guy for their ambassador, which is. I mean, it's cool. Do your thing. You know. But they don't post anything. So, I can't make news about it. But they're kind of dumping right now. Finance is actually pretty interesting. Let's watch this video, though.
How long is it going to take me to get banned today?
Let's do over under an hour.
1 hour. We got a bet. I traveled from Las Vegas, Nevada to Denver, Colorado to find out. Even though I'm going to get banned today, how much are you going to make today betting on sports?
We're going to probably bet through about 700,000 in volume with about a 6 to an 8% edge, about 50,000 in expected value.
This is my friend Dave Miller, who has won millions betting on sports in his lifetime. He was featured in this video titled Infiltrating a Sports Gambling Operation. The main attraction was all of the phones used to place his bets. The phones have returned. Dave back there has only been featured in one of my videos, even though a lot of you little private investigators thought the blurred man in a recent video was him, but it wasn't. Micah, we just did a video with your syndicate buddies, and a lot of my audience saw you. They thought it was Dave, the blurred man. No, who was it?
It wasn't Dave. It was another group we connected with.
Why do sports bettors get banned?
Well, they usually get banned either for winning too much or closing line value.
And like my mentor Joel Salatin always says, when you get around winning sports bettors, it's likely that you yourself will become a winning sports bettor. Dave, what happens when you get banned?
Well, unfortunately, there's no unemployment line. So to keep going, you need more accounts, more people. You got to find a way to stay in action.
I think I'm about to become a winning sports bettor. I'm looking like a little bit of a square right now, and in order to be a winning sports bettor, I got to get a little stylish. I'm looking through here. I got to make sure I look like a champ.
Dude, now that you're a winning sports bettor, you don't want any.
We are hobby. Yes, we are.
Listen, guys, 100%. I'm a D-list influencer. I got to make sure I'm as stylish as possible with this. I'm here at the store getting blinged out. I got to look great for those ads I'm about to run. We have 1 hour to see if I can get banned. Let's start the clock. You ready, Dave?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right, go ahead. So first bet of the day is UNLV. Why are we doing UNLV?
Plus 26.5 versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame cluster injuries, and there's a perceived quarterback injury that's supposed to be bad news, but it was already factored in. Notre Dame's being overplayed.
All right, works for me. Yes, we're going 2,200.
Yes, sir.
And I'm placing the bet 26.5.
Yes, sir.
Done. First bet is in, 2,200 for UNLV. Baylor in the second half?
Yeah, we just bet Baylor second half.
All right, how much? 2,200?
Yes.
2,200. All right, in.
Laying the points with Houston.
Damn.
How much are we betting?
2,000.
Dude, sports betting is chaotic. You have to like stay in the know with every single sport. That's crazy. Imagine like how much ESPN you have to watch, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. And yes, Javi, we are still adding to our Crow wallet. We're not going to stop doing that, but Tectonic got to help me out here, man. I need some news, give me something to talk about. But yes, we're going to be buying more Crow projects in my Crow wallet. We're still going to add to that. I still believe in the Crow chain.
2,000. Got it. So we started with 44,500 today. I've never seen a group of guys try to spend 45 grand so quickly. Betting on sports is super risky unless you have an edge like my buddy Dave does, but there are other ways to invest. That's why I wanted to partner with Public.com, an investment app that allows you to invest in stocks, ETFs, to co-own assets of any kind, even if you're just starting out in your investment journey or looking to grow your portfolio. You'll get a free stock worth $3 to $1,000 when you go to public.com/Spencer from a different account, depending on the amount. See the description below for additional terms and conditions. Back to the video. All right, so we got a big one, Dave. Which one is this?
Ohio State game under for 3,000.
3,000. This one's a little bigger bet. Is it because you have you think you have a bigger edge?
We do have a bigger edge, yes, sir.
All right, time to up the ante. After UNLV covered, the first bet I placed. What's up, everyone? Spencer Covers here. I just won my first bet. That means it is time to start selling $1,000 a day sports picks. I got my ice. I am ready. Spencer Covers coming to a...
And that's the irony of the situation is that you have these sports bettors that win one thing and they literally, right? And they literally, like they'll sell these insane programs to people who will buy them for thousands of dollars. It's crazy. It's crazy. And so he exposes those guys.
YouTube ad to you soon. $1,000 a day. You're going to make millions gambling on sports. I promise you. How much did we win today? Like $2,000? That's right. No, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. $2,000. We're going to start making millions. Sign up for my picks today. Let's run it.
And the reason I bet it, we're able to peek into certain accounts that basically are ahead of the move. We have certain information where guys get down in these smaller accounts. We can see the bets before they hit the main places and move the line. So I got under 56. It closed 54.5.
We're going Duke under?
Yes.
How much?
3,000.
3,000.
These are straight degenerates, bro.
Another winning bet cashed. Spencer Covers here. Listen up, you limp dick losers. I have the bet of the century, the lock of the century, guys, coming tonight. Buy my picks right now, and you'll get access. We're about 4 hours in, and Dave, your bets have not been getting me banned. What's going on? You're so confused.
I lost the bet. I thought within an hour you would get banned making the bets that you were making, but sometimes things shock me in this business, and this really shocks me. I'm not going to lie.
We're here at Rampart Casino during the midweek placing some large NFL bets. This is definitely not the best place to pick up women during the midweek. If you're a Vegas local, you know what I mean. What am I looking at on your iPad?
Okay, so this is Dawn Best. Now there's Spank Odds, which I guess is better, and they were ahead of a couple of big injuries, so they might be. But it tracks the going rate across. You can set it up to whatever books you want, but you always want to be connected during the week. If you're betting all day during the week, you want to be connected to the going rate all across the world, and you're keying the sharper books to make your bets. Or if you're betting at the sharper books, which you kind of have to when your stakes go up, you need to then still kind of key the sharper books against each other, and the timing of the bet is really important on what your price is. So you can bet early, or if you see the numbers going to keep going, then you can bet late.
What are we about to go do?
Time to go beat up the books.
You got the bets down?
Everything is done.
You want to show you
Good job.
How much in total?
33,000.
Chat, calm down. It's just a woman. Calm down, you little weirdos.
Oh, you didn't get one of them in?
Yeah, one of it already moved.
We just pulled up to the bank and Dave's about to pick up cash, and he's so paranoid because I guess the guy was just handing off a bunch of cash. Here you go.
Well, yeah, nobody wants it on camera. Yeah, it's 100. It's 100,000.
Damn, 100,000.
I trust them. Nobody just wants that shit on camera, you know. Like, I shouldn't even. Yeah, it's 100 flat.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it's just kind of, you know, at the end of the day, some people just don't want to be on camera. Most of my crew doesn't want to be on camera.
And you're picking up money from winnings, correct?
Yeah. 100,000.
All right, I'm placing the bet. 1,500 on Oklahoma State. Your bet is being placed. Look, Spencer Covers coming to win, coming to steal all the money from PointsBet. Still being placed. It's waiting, seeing that I'm the best. It placed it.
All right, guys. We act like the day's over. Let's do this. Let's get Spencer banned. Woo!
Dave's going crazy because we're at like 8 hours into betting and he's still not been banned. Somehow he always gets banned. His accounts get banned when he doesn't want them. And then he can't ban them whenever he does want them.
Oh man, I can't wait till I see that $20 max. Come on.
It's 11:30 local time and Dave's still going strong. It's like what, 14 hours of betting?
14 hours.
I have not been banned yet. However, we've been getting a lot of plus EV bets with max bets.
We'll let you guys know how it goes.
The day has finally come to an end. You bet for probably like 15 hours. I'm looking here and I think you lost today. So what in the world happened?
Oh, Spencer, we had probably about 26, 27 plays.
How did they win? How much did they win?
To plus 120 on a coin flip.
I'm seeing here, you're down.
That's not bad.
Like he lost like 30 grand today. This is a really
oh my god.
Yeah. But by the way, on my accounts, we're down 30, but overall, you're probably like 50 to 60 up.
Yeah, it was
all
all
the accounts.
Yeah. Well, he says 10 units, and each one's about 6,000 to 8,000. So yeah, and then in pregame we killed it, but
yeah.
So I would have rather lost in mine.
Damn.
Because you were hyper focused on those and not mine. So
yeah, I lost something like 30K. He made 50, 60K overall or more.
Dude, imagine making 60 grand in a day from fucking sports betting. That's crazy.
Possibly.
After Bill,
I mean, Spencer lost 30, right?
I don't know, small winner. Do you want Taco Bell from Uber Eats? That's all I can say.
You say small winner, 50K in a day.
Yeah, I paid some bills too. I have to pay some bills.
Oh, nice. Unfortunately, I did not get banned today. The purpose of this video was to hopefully show how quickly I could get banned so that you could see, like if you're placing winning, what are called plus EV bets constantly, the casinos will actually ban you really quickly. All the clowns I go after, they bet on MGM 100 grand a day, 200 grand a day. And we were hoping that after a few $3,000 or $4,000 bets, they would actually limit my account. However, they didn't. But I wanted to show you the effort that has to go into actually winning at sports betting like Dave does to the level at which he wins. He wins what the fake gurus claim they win. The next morning, I was limited to just $25 a bet on PointsBet.
So
even though my account was in the negative, they could tell I was beating the line with every bet and shut me down before I was going to recoup and jump in the green. Funny enough, my BetMGM account was limited just a few hours later. Thank you so much for watching.
Damn, that's crazy. So like you see all those sports bettors in like the cryptocurrency world, in the the influencer world, and like they're just not winning like these guys are winning. That's crazy. The XRP news should be a little later, so we'll see what happens. But there's supposed to be some big announcement from the SEC. Now it could be it could be with Kraken or it could be with XRP. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure Watch a Guru will tell us, but there's no news yet. Once I know, you'll know. Sports betting is crazy though. You know, I'm not a big casino. I've been to the casino one time and I was 18 years old. I played blackjack and that's it. That's it. That's the first time I've been to the casino. That's the only time. I'm not a gambler. You know, the only thing I like to gamble in is like shit coins, but like I don't even do that anymore. So thank God it's not one of my I know Roger, I heard it too. That's not one of my vices, but gambling really destroys a lot of people. Like I had a friend one time, and his family was just like into gambling. Like they would spend all their money on going to casinos and stuff like that. And it seemed like it was kind of destroying them financially. But you know, it's like you win big one time. You know, it's the hopium, right? It's the hopium. You win big one time, and then you're good forever, right? Am I buying XRP? I haven't touched my XRP in a minute. What's up, Selmo? How you doing? Blackjack is your game. I won. So I had $100. I think I won like 300, and I think I lost it all. So if you're up, you're up, right? I should have took some profits, but I didn't. You know, should have took some profits, but I didn't. What are you guys into? You guys, anybody into gambling here? And if you guys are into gambling, what do you guys play? You down with XRP? Yeah, you know me. You're going to hunt me some wabbit? Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Crypto. Poker. Ah, nice. Wabbit season, duck season. Guys, we're going to be going live on the Crypto Hour in about 7 minutes. What do you think Floki is going to go with the burn? What's your thoughts? I don't know. I don't know anything about Floki, to be honest. I don't gamble, but slots took 5K. And dude, slots get people, bro. Slots get people. Like, I understand. I remember I had Pokemon Fire Red, and they have a slot game in there, and motherfucker, I was on that bitch. I was on that bitch. So I get it. You sit there and just like penny ones too. Oh, dude. I was watching some documentary about some guy who was able to like rig those systems. He made like some sort of device like you put inside or something like that, and they like made you win like every time, which is crazy, right? It's crazy. I forgot that documentary. I forgot what it was called, but it was a good YouTube one. You got a few poker trophies, Psycho? Okay. Maybe you can help Jerome Powell with his poker face because he does not have one. Baccarat? I don't even know what that is. What's up, Biggie? Kraken right now, they're going to get a judgment from the SEC very, very soon. If I lose, at least let me pick some buttons before I lose. What do you mean, ASMR fan? Why is Cycle Hunt beating your ass in some poker? What do you think of Volt the best for the best bull run? Volt's gonna have a $1 billion market cap, at least a multi-billion, if they keep doing what they're doing. If they keep doing what they're doing, they're gonna have a multi-billion dollar market cap, 100%. Meme Coin Madness is gonna come back. It's gonna come back. That's what I think, at least. Do I know? I don't fucking know. I'm a fucking YouTuber, but I think so. That's what I think. Oh, Carmichael. Yeah, Carmichael. Yeah. Used to repair TVs. Yeah, Jose. Yeah. That's a crazy documentary, right? He created this device, and he got caught like later by the FBI, but it took him a long time to get caught, right? I don't think it's too late to get in the Volt, but I think there's going to be a big pullback, so I would wait. I think they're going to hit like a $250 market cap, $50 million market cap, and there's going to be a big pullback. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. We're going to be going live in about 2 minutes over on Jake G's channel for the Crypto Hour. We're going to be talking about Volt. We're going to be talking about MetaMonkey AI. Ozymas is going to join us halfway through the show and talk about the keys to the city, baby. And we're going to give one NFT to one lucky winner, which could be very valuable in the future. Come hang out. It's free, you know, and I'll see you there. See you guys. Peace. Peace.